You're listening to
podradio.co.za.
Relationships with negative people are like tedious encounters with porcupines. It's virtually impossible to interact with them without getting stuck with their quills. When one person is toxic and leaders allow the person to infect others, it can tip a positive culture to one that's toxic. In this week's podcast, our host will share their perspective on negativity. They will ask the question of whether negativity is contagious, and if so, how do people immunize themselves from it? They will share some general tips on how to stay positive in a negative world. So here we go.
Hey guys, it's Agray Mihle. My opinion about negativity is that it changes a person's perspective on how they see themselves and lowers their self-esteem and can change how people live their everyday lives. I think that people get negative because they have the fear of being disrespected by others, the fear of not being loved by others, and the fear that bad things are going to happen. I think that emotions, like the negative ones, for instance, fear, anxiety, and outrage, are actually contagious because under the influence of a negative person, you might even second guess yourself on important decisions, feel sad, uncomfortable, or depressed. I think people can avoid negativity by cultivating compassion, bouncing back from challenges, and by doing something nice for yourself. My tips to stay positive in a negative world is to practice positive self-talk, to practice gratitude, and to train yourself on having a steady mind. Bye!
Hey, what's good, people? It's Q here. And my opinion on negativity is that negativity is a very terrible thing that goes on in the world. And I think the reason why people get negative is because of seated fears, the fear of being disrespected by others, the fear of not being loved by others, and the fear that bad things are going to happen. It can be insecurities or also a lack of a good self-image. And I do think that negativity is highly contagious because especially primarily feelings like anger, anxiety, outrage, those are highly contagious. Science even prove it. And I think people can immunize themselves from negativity by always staying positive, no matter what the situation may bring. But stay positive. Having a good self-image is another thing they can have. And my tips to stay positive in a negative world are always share happiness wherever you go, because you may never know what other people are going through, but always seeing somebody else smile, you can also absorb that energy and you'll be happy also. After all, energies do absorb each other, right? And another tip on how to stay negative is always staying positive again in every situation that you go to. And lastly, having a good self-image, loving yourself, finding the amazing person that you are. I think with those qualities, you can never go wrong, and you'll actually block out all the negative things that the people have to say about you, because many people are negative in the world, and so you can stay away from it. And that's my opinion. Thanks.
Hi guys, Kanya, and I hope you're having a lovely day. My opinion on negativity is that it is emotionally draining, and it's a mindset in which we choose to have due to the circumstances in which we are going through. A few reasons why people choose to be negative is because of the people they're exposed to, the situation they're going through, and the identity they feel they need to get to fit into the world. I think we can minimize negativity by surrounding ourselves with positive people who uplifts us, and by accepting the bad situations and choosing to move forward because we do not choose them, and by choosing to keep ourselves happy and being happy with who we are. Stay positive, people, in this negative world. Bye.
Hi guys, it's your girl Bianca, and my opinion about negativity is when you feel skeptical, feeling unsure, and only seeing bad things in life. I believe people become negative because of low self-esteem or because of peer pressure. But you can always avoid being negative by staying positive or always looking on the bright side. I don't think negative is contagious because everyone becomes negative because of their own situations in life. Here are 3 tips to staying positive in the world. Always give yourself pep talks, don't always see yourself as the wrong one, and avoid negative people or things.
And that's a wrap, guys. I hope you enjoyed our podcast on how to stay positive in a negative world. Tune in again next week for our podcast on Mother's Day. Bye!